What's up? What's up? What's up? We are back on the channel one more time for How It All Works. I see you in the comments. I see you commenting already. Let me take a look here. Let me take a peek. Okay, David Hunt says he's here. Your boy Farrell says yerp. Kanik's like, my peoples, you know, liked and shared. All right. All of a sudden, Kirk found a Bucks hat. No. Hold up. I've always had a Bucks hat. In fact, if anything, those two new additions have not helped my fan stuff increase anything. Anyway, listen, folks, we're here for the smart stuff. Okay. We're here for the, leave the hat alone, leave the Bucks alone, leave the football alone. We're here for the smart stuff. Matt Webster is in the comments. Matt is my guy. He is one of my classmates at Walla Walla University, Cinema, Religion, and Worldview. Matt, it's so good to see you. Fresh hat, yo, Gaston, man. It's my dude. All right, Sydney Freeman, love the intro. I like it. Thank you. Look, folks, we're about to dive into the smart stuff, okay? This is, as you know, the month of October. We have been focusing on home technology. And so we started out the gate with Wi-Fi and your network and how do we keep everybody online? How do we optimize that thing? That first week was fire. Second week, last week, oh my goodness, we did education technology, technology for kids. And wow, I mean, like the feedback has been crazy. If you look at the description on that video, it's like 5 pages long. Because of the wealth of resources that everybody was sharing, both those who were on the show, those who were in the comments, it was just phenomenal. So definitely check that one out. Now today we're going to be dealing with the smart stuff. So what is the difference between a smart home and a non-smart home? what determines that, right? We're going to dive into some of that today. And I've got a star-studded cast, folks who do it every day. Now listen, that doesn't necessarily mean that this is their vocation, but they've got smart stuff integrated into their routines, integrated into their homes. And we've got some pretty cool videos that we got lined up for you. So we're going to dive into that. And our first guest right after the intro is going to be my guy, Henry McEachnie. And man, we just go way back. I'm so glad that he was on the show last time. He was on this show last season, I should say. So he's going to be able to bridge that gap for us, what we talked about last time and what we're going to really focus in on this time. So without any further ado, let's get it. Man, I love that beat, yo. I love that beat. That beat it just hits. It hits. My boy Oliver Marcel, the Godfather, man. Oh, Diggy.
Severe.
Oh, snap. I totally forgot about that one. Oh, Severe. He made that beat for me. I've been rocking it. Season 1, season 2. I got to get him to make me another beat, man. Henry McEachnie.
What's good?
Welcome to HIAW. What's good, bro?
What's good, homie? We back. Season 2. Is this part 2 for this, or
now y'all know? Now y'all
know
know in the comments I'm gonna be talking about that mic, right?
I'm gonna switch mics.
Yo,
how about that?
Yo, Henry said, "What's good?" Just real quick. I mean, right off the bat, what's that? Sure SM7B?
Maybe. I think there's a number.
Jealousy reigns, man.
It might be an M.
Yo, why is there so much hatred for the Bucks? I mean, just for real.
this might be y'all's year. Who knows? Y'all looking pretty good.
Man, I'm just not happy about the New England rejects that we done picked up. Anyway.
Yeah.
But yo, H,
Yes, sir,
tell the
yes,
folks
sir.
a little bit about yourself. They kind of know you already. You're a regular, but tell the folks a little bit about yourself and what you do at the great Morgan State University. Come on.
The Morgan State University. Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I am the webmaster for the university. I manage all things, most things web related over there.
I like that. Most things.
That's my 9 to 5. On my off time, I'm in tech. I'm in graphics. I'm in video.
Yes, he is. Voiceovers. No.
A little bit. Well.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Not really. I've done one. Thanks to you, I've done one.
We're gonna work that out.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, man. If it's tech, I'm there.
That's so good. That's so good. Rejects the back foot. Yo, Farrell, I call it like I see it, Doc. So one dude even had to retire just to get out of the New England clutch.
Right.
All right.
Anyway.
Henry, our first question for today, and we're kicking it off fast and furious.
Yeah.
Listen, we want to define this thing. What in the world makes a home smart? And the follow-up question is, what should families avoid? Right? We want to start right off the bat. We don't want to leave the precaution stuff at the end. We want to start off the bat, giving you the definition, and we want to tell you what you should avoid. So, hey, H, come on.
Yeah, I mean, people can define smart homes as many things. For me, it's just the things that you have in your home that are connected, Internet of Things, that can be manipulated, controlled by your phone, your voice, a mixture of the two, software, etc. The stuff that you just wouldn't ordinarily go and just flip the switch. You may push the switch that could be connected to an app or your home hub. What should families avoid? In the first season, we talked about avoiding gas.
Yes.
Gear acquisition syndrome.
Yes.
Basically, I mean,
that Taco Bell.
Stay within your parameters. This is like I said before, is a black hole.
Yes.
There's so many different things out there.
Yeah.
So the first thing to avoid is overdoing it.
Yeah.
The more devices you have on your network could slow your network down depending on your speeds. There's even a lot to unpack into that, which I don't think we have enough time to do with that. But avoid not securing your stuff. That's big. If it's smart, somebody else can get in too.
Totally agree.
These things come with sometimes default username and passwords that people get lazy and not change. Start from your router and then check your devices.
That's so good.
Update your devices, because there could be a loophole that somebody found exploit, and the manufacturer's like, okay, here's an update to fix that, and then people just sit on the update and wonder why this stuff gets hacked.
Yeah.
So avoid not updating. Avoid getting too much. Avoid getting things that you just don't need. Oh, everything is so cool, but you don't need that smart toaster.
No, maybe not the toaster.
There's a fridge that's kind of hot.
We might have a fridge. We might have a fridge to show some folks here.
Yeah.
Listen. So Henry, man, you started right out the gate. What are some ecosystems? I heard you say using your voice, but what are some ecosystems that families? What are the main three? And then are there other systems out there that plug in that families need to or could consider? Let me not say need, but could consider as they look to get started with their smart home.
The more popular ones are dealing with Google and Amazon, the two tech giants.
Right.
Those who have Nest, who's dealing with thermostats, video cams, security systems.
Yes.
They were formerly Dropcam.
Yes, they were. Okay, give them the history. Come on.
And then at Nest, Google bought them out. So now they're under a Google ecosystem.
Right. And then Google rebranded. So all of their home stuff is now Nest.
Right. Google Nest. Ring is a popular, started with the doorbell. Yep. I started with that doorbell.
Yep.
They branched out a bit to some smart cams and security systems as well. Bought it by Amazon.
Yep.
So a lot of the ecosystem, the main tech giants you're going to have is Google Home and Amazon's Alexa. a lot of devices. Works with Google, works with Alexa.
Yes, you see that
Apple,
on the box.
Yeah, you see that. Apple does not have. Well, they kind of do. They don't have a device per se in the video cam world or a doorbell world, but they do have their smart speaker. So you've got HomeKit on Apple. So Google, Amazon, and Apple are tech giants who are everywhere.
And the thing, so there are definitely other platforms out there. I
Absolutely.
know that what's the security name? Is it Avient
Vivint.
or Vivint is another one, and
ADT's playing in the space.
Exactly, ADT is in the space, right. So there's some other names that are in the field. The reason why I wanted to throw out that term ecosystem is because I want to make sure folks understand some don't work with some.
Correct.
Right. So if you buy a Nest doorbell, but you've got the Apple HomeKit, you can. I mean, I think there's some things you can do to jerry rig that thing to make it work. But
there's some third party stuff you can do.
But it's not native out of the box.
Correct.
A Nest doorbell is a part of the Google ecosystem, and so it's going to work better with like a Google Home or Home Hub or Home Max and that kind of stuff. So that's what's up, Henry. What are we about to watch here? I'm going to play a quick clip. What are we gonna watch here with this movie setup?
Oh yeah, so this is our home theater room. I've got Google Home in there. I've got a couple of smart bulbs in there, so that is all connected, even with a third-party solution, IFTTT.
Yeah. Okay.
Voice command, and you'll see the rest. Hey Google, let's watch a movie.
That's hot. That's hot. So walk us through that thing real quick. So you said you used IFTTT.
IFTTT. Google Home is in the area there. I've got two smart dimmer devices from Wemo.
Belkin. Yes. A lot of acquisitions.
There's a lot.
Yeah.
And another piece that's in there is Logitech. So I have a Logitech Harmony remote.
Oh yeah.
So that's all connected. So I'm launching a scene basically on the Harmony remote via Google.
Wow.
Dims the lights or turns off the lights, turns on the projector.
Turn out the lights.
Light a candle. Yeah, all that.
Turn them off. Okay, I'm done.
All right, Teddy.
I'm sorry. I see Cara laughing in the backstage. She's looking at it. All right. But yeah, no. Listen, folks. It's not just the idea of a smart home is about integrating technology into our regular routines. It's not about changing what you normally do. It's about enhancing it. It's about taking some things off of your plate, if you will.
Yeah.
I love being able to have my lights come on at a certain time, right? And sunset and go off at maybe 11 or so, or have the outside lights go off at sunrise. So I love that, and I love the randomizer mode that my smart stuff has when I'm out of town. So a random light will just come on at a random time. So if somebody's watching the house, they're like, Is somebody home? Or those are
even when you leave for work or whatever, and it's like, crap, I forgot to turn off that light.
Exactly.
So it's an energy saver with thermostats and lights if you work it right.
If you work it right. And I love the way you said that. If you work it right. Yeah. Folks, listen, man, Henry's got a wealth of knowledge. We're going to bring him back on. He's got one more clip that we're going to play in the after piece when we bring everybody else on in the roundtable. But Henry, my guy, my appreciate you, fam. I am going to play this quick video, and then we're going to have coming up Natalia. I had to correct myself in my head. Natalia Thoms. I was going to say, Natalia Thoms. I had to correct myself. Is going to be coming up next, and oh, hold on now. Listen, man, I'm altogether thrown off here. So Natalia Thoms is going to be coming up next, so we'll hear from her after this.
Home. It's not just where the heart is. It's also going to be where perceptive and autonomous smart living happens, powered by Intel. Reliable, powerful connectivity will run through Intel-powered smart homes, creating a responsive, sophisticated, nearly invisible network that will ease the management of your day-to-day life at home.
Mike is at the door. Shall I unlock it?
Yes.
Assistant, what should we watch tonight?
Hi, Brian. Your watch list has been updated, including an action movie you and Liz might enjoy.
In fact, tomorrow's most advanced smart homes will be a lot like us. Not just collecting information,
Assistant, did my new headphones arrive today?
but actually analyzing and responding to that information.
No packages arrived today. Would you like me to track your order?
Yeah, sure.
And even learning over time, acting as your own personal assistant to recognize and assist with a broad range of events, like family travel.
The calendar indicates that the family is leaving for Seattle today. Shall I set the schedule for vacation?
All in the interest of putting information to work, with built-in security and privacy. So don't worry, because while your home continues to get smarter, it will always be home.
Yes, 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 yes. It will always be home. Cara! Okay, I had to just get that out of my system. Just the one time, I just had to get that out of my system, you know. The artist, okay, the artist formerly known as, no, I'm just joking. Cara, Natalia Thoms. Natalia Thoms, talk to us from TomsGroup.com. Yo, check her out. I know that we're not in the plug your hustle section. We get to that section toward the end of the show. She's gonna plug her hustle, but talk to us. Just give folks a little bit about who you are. Doesn't have, don't have to be anything about smart stuff, but tell folks who you are, what you do, and then we'll get into some of our questions.
Good evening, everyone. I am, of course, Natalia Thoms, aka Cara and Natalia Blair Brown. For those who do not remember me.
Yes. Blair Brown.
Yeah, so I'm a real estate agent. I do a lot of smart homes. Basically.
Okay.
Some people buy homes and turn them smart. Some people dumb them down so they can sell it. That's basically the gist of everything.
Wow. Good. And that's interesting. I never really thought about it from the real estate standpoint. That's a interesting perspective to even look at in terms of, it's like the place that we were renting. Mm-hmm. We got permission from the owners to put in a couple of devices, but both of the places that we rented prior to buying, they actually opted to buy those devices from us when we were leaving. Right. So that's a really good point. Thank you for raising that. That is as relevant as it gets, folks. I mean, talk about, some people dumb it down, some people will, smarten it up, and that's kind of the title of our show. But Cara, talk to us about your smart home story. What was it? Was it intentional? Was it haphazard? Did you get it all at once, or did you do a piece by piece? No. What was it? Talk to us.
All right. So when I bought my home, I wanted my entire home to be extremely smart. But just like what Henry just said, you got to know where to cut yourself limits off.
Yes.
And my husband, those who don't know him, Lenny, said this house is not going to be fully 100% smart. Get over it.
He's got a good touch of
I learned real quick that it's not going to be a smart house. But there's certain things that I wanted right off the bat.
Right.
I wanted to do the refrigerator, like I told you about.
Okay.
And Lenny said,
"Oh, okay. We lost your mic for a second there. Go ahead.
Are you better? Is it better?
Yes. Much better, and it's louder too. Good. Go ahead.
Okay. So Lenny said to me, I wanted a smart refrigerator. As a real estate agent, I look at different people's homes. I see what they have. I see what it can do. I want a refrigerator I can just say, fill up my jug, and it will fill it up.
Right.
And I wanted that. Yeah, I forgot to show that.
I like
part.
that.
And it will fill it up. I want a refrigerator where I can put the kids' calendar all on there so everybody in the family can see the calendar.
Nice.
I wanted that when I wanted to listen to music in my kitchen without having to bring an Echo Dot everywhere I go. I can do it from my refrigerator.
You know, it's a natural meeting point in the home. The refrigerator is, right? I mean, there's a lot of things that happen around the refrigerator.
You need to greet, cook, your family and friends when they come over. That's where you are. It's in the kitchen. So you want to make sure you're able to do that.
I feel like this is a good point for us to go ahead and run that refrigerator video, and we'll save the door one for afterwards. But let's run that refrigerator video real quick.
Okay.
Hey, Bixby, show me inside the fridge. Hey, Bixby, what else can you do?
These are some of the services you can use.
Hey, Bixby, what's my shopping list?
Here are your items on your shopping list.
I'm looking at the comments. And Lenny says that people literally come to the house to see the fridge.
Okay, that is so true. People do come to my house just to play, draw on the fridge. I mean, the kids do it all the time.
Does that function of show me what's in my fridge, does that work from your mobile device?
So it works from my mobile device. I can be in the grocery store.
Oh, wow.
Well, I don't practice that. So that's Lenny's thing. He likes to be in the grocery store and like to see what's in the refrigerator. And I'm like, what's the purpose? That part wasn't the big draw for me.
Lenny, I'm with you. I want to see what's in the fridge. I want to see what's in the fridge. Oh my goodness, that is fire.
You should run out of certain foods because you know what's in the fridge.
Right. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm watching my time. I want to make sure we get everybody back on here. But we had another question for you. Henry says, "Sorry, you're paying attention." We had another question here, and it was from your experience. What do you recommend for families just starting out? Right. So you've seen it from both angles. You're in real estate. You've walked families into homes as they're about to move in. What would you recommend? As they begin this smart home journey, what would be the first thing that you would tell them to grab?
Just like what Henry said, I would stick with the Ring or some type of doorbell camera.
I love it. And I could not agree with you more. I really feel like the day of the dumb doorbell, I'm saying it that way because, the other one's smart. But the day of the dumb doorbell needs to sunset. We need that over with because it is just that smart doorbell is such a lifesaver. We had something happen at our neighbor's house across from us toward the back, and our doorbell is in eye shot of it.
See it.
And of course we have the cloud recording, and so we were able to clip that part out and send it to him. It's there's just so many different intangibles that we may not think of, but that doorbell is so critical. In the comments, family,
it's also a safety thing for kids too.
Yes. And that cannot be said enough. Is that we even as they go outside to play, you have that built-in monitoring system. But in the comments, family, I want to know. This is our show question. What smart home gadgets do you have in your home? If you're watching it live with us right now, we got a good amount of folks watching with us live right now, Facebook, YouTube. If you're watching the replay, sometime after this has been, uploaded, let us know in the comments what smart home gadgets do you have in your home, and give us a little blurb in terms of why that thing is important to you. Cara, I want to thank you so much for coming through. Man. And we're going to play this quick clip, and then we've got Farrell Hutchinson coming through to chat with us a little bit more about what smart gear he's got in his house.
A smart home or building uses devices connected via the internet to allow for remote monitoring and management of appliances and systems. Smart home technology, also known as home automation, provides homeowners with added security, convenience, and energy efficiency. It allows them to control smart devices simply with an app on their smartphone or other networked device. Smart homeowners can control lighting systems remotely, schedule and monitor thermostats, grant or deny home access through smart locks, check in on security cameras, and even brew coffee remotely. Machine learning and artificial intelligence systems powered by Amazon, Google, and Apple also contribute to a smart home. Beyond the smart home is the smart building, which is very much the same but on a grander scale, with a focus on lighting, energy, thermostats, and security. As with any new technology, vendors are still working to address security and complexity concerns, and those remain challenges to adoption despite smart technology's convenience and efficiencies.
Yes. We're just giving them the basics, man. Want to make sure the folks walk away with a baseline for what we mean when we say a smart home, right? We're not looking at anybody's intelligence. That's not what we're saying. We're talking about the usability of these items and how they integrate into our daily lives and our routines and what they do for us. Man, Farrell Hutchinson, what's good, Doc?
I'm chilling, man. What's good?
Good.
With you?
Man, I'm good, but I'm jealous because I see where you're sitting and I'm like, what? This is cool, man.
Right now, man.
I see it, man. I see it. That is so cool. So next week on the show, we're going to be talking about home studios and look at this guy, man. He's literally in his home studio. Mm-hmm. We had Alvin Chia on the show last season and he was like, if it's worth mastering and learning, it's worth having a space for it at home. I was like, okay, that's what's up. Bro, tell the folks a little bit about yourself. We're going to do the plug your hustle section later, but I want people to get a feel for who you are. Who is Farrell Hutchinson? Come on.
I'm a full-time musician. That encompasses all things. I'm a teacher. I produce. I do a little bit of scoring. I have my own band. We do weddings, corporate events.
Good.
Yeah, music, man. That's me. That's my life. Full-time.
Excellent. And I mean, listen, I am a fan. I am a fan. I've been following your work, been following some of the stuff that you do. You guys are out there killing it, man. So appreciate you for and again for taking the time to come out and share with us a little bit about your experience with smart items at home. So our first question for you is, how has integrating smart devices into your family routines benefited you? I mean, so you have your smart devices and they're cool just for the sheer cool factor of them, right? But then, how has that benefited you and your family? That's one of the pieces that I know we wanted to touch on in this episode that we didn't get to last season when we touched on some of these items. Talk to us a little bit about that.
Well, the thing that benefits my family the most, I will say, are lights,
right?
Motion sensors, and cameras. My wife knows I'm horrible with light switches. I'll leave and all the lights be on all day. So just having lights that know when to turn on, when to turn off, that's
right.
Super important. And then we have motion sensors, sound sensors, and cameras. So I always know when something is happening in my house. It's happening in my house. So
perfect.
For instance, if I'm away for an extended period of time, I still know when my daughter wakes up, or if she's moving in her crib, or if the back door is open, the front door is open, if the garage is open. What do you have in her room that allows you to know some of that stuff? In her room right now, we have the Wise camera. I'm not the biggest fan of it, but it gets the job done right now. That's actually the one device that I have that's not connected to
the rest. I think I like that idea, especially since she's in there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. One of the things for me, so I'm gonna say something really great. I'm just gonna say something. I'm share something that in a small amount of time, hopefully it doesn't throw anybody off. But my twin died of SIDS, sudden infant death syndrome. And so it was a fear of both me and my wife with our kids that we want to make sure that we know if something happens in the night. So we got this monitor that you put underneath the mattress in their crib. When they were very small, we had that in their crib. And so it would alarm if it sensed that they weren't breathing or anything like that. Mm-hmm. But this is one of the things I want people to walk away with is the idea that the technology is not just there for the cool factor. It's really there to really assist in the way you are living. Essentially, it's supposed to enhance your quality of life. It's supposed to be able to take some things off of your plate so that you don't have to necessarily do them, like you said, with the light switches, and being able to monitor and have that peace of mind, even when you're far away from home, to know, oh, she's up, and you can actually pull something up and be able to see. Those are all things that are supposed to be there. And so there's some other components of it. We always want to make sure we balance it and tell folks, hey, you want to make sure your stuff is secure. But yeah, no, for this second question here, man, how now, have you trying to get my words together here. Have you used any of your smart items in your home studio? And if so, what? And I know I actually this question earlier. It is misspelled on screen. I apologize for that.
That's cool.
But have you used any smart items in your home studio? I know we talked about some of the lighting things that you have in there.
Well, music is still a pretty much hardwired.
Yes.
You don't want anything wireless. So everything I have right here is hardwired. The two things that I have in my studio that are smart is this light behind me, this one right here.
Right.
So I can turn that off.
Okay,
then
gotcha.
I have another colored one right here.
Right.
Me.
Yeah.
So that's just something for me. Lights make you feel good. When you feel good, you perform good. When you perform good,
I like that. I like that. Yo, this is a good place. This is a good place for us to play this little clip that we got from Farrell, showing some of the lights around the house. Nice. So even in about how many? So this is about how many smart lights do you have in the house, man?
I think I have 17 lights.
See,
lights.
And did you buy all of them at once?
No. This is a super expensive hobby. So I started 2015 with 3 bulbs, and then just slowly add them up because it $40-$50. Well, depending on the ecosystem.
Right.
Super expensive.
Right, man. Listen, and that's one of the things I wanted to share. You heard him say, folks, he did not buy them all at once. Don't go out there and be like, well, man, I saw Farrell with like 18 or 30 smart lights. I need to go do the same. No.
Took my time, man.
Take your time, man. It's an investment. It's over time. And what I like about the smart bulbs, especially the bulbs, you can take them with you, so you have that investment for some time. That's good. Yeah. I see somebody in the comments asking, is that man married? I think you got a fan in the comments. Her name is Betsy Hutchinson. I think she, I know. I'm just joking with you. But man, listen, we're gonna play another quick little clip, and we're gonna bring everyone back for a little roundtable to chat some things up real quick before we do our plug your hustle section and we get it going. But man, Farrell, thank you again. Appreciate you taking some time out this afternoon. But don't leave, stay around. But thank you. I just want to say with just the two of us on screen, I appreciate you, man. I put the call out on Facebook, like, who's got a smart home? And in the comments, both Cara and Farrell was like, yeah, I got smart homes, and they got invites to the show. So you never can tell what I might be asking questions for. You may be on the show too. And to be honest with you, we are looking for some people for next week for the home studio, so I might even have Farrell back. We might see. We'll see. But let me play this quick clip of Cara doing some stuff with her door, Cara and Lenny, and then we will have everybody on screen.
Hi. I'm your husband.
I'm your
Oh
husband.
my goodness.
Let that man in his house, please.
Let that man in his own house, please. Oh, this is crazy. This is crazy. Well, man, listen, we got everybody on screen now, right? So Henry's here. Natalia, I keep on having to edit myself as I'm about to say your name. Natalia is here because I'm so used to saying Cara.
So you can say Cara. I'm cool with it.
All right. Good. I feel better now. So Cara's here, and then we got Farrell here, man. So, man, we've touched on a lot. We've shown a lot. What are some wrap up type items that you guys would want to share with folks in terms of, smart, all the things that are smart, and then of course, I want to hear some details, Cara, about that door lock. What is it exactly? And
okay,
yeah. What is it integrated with?
That's, August.
Okay, it's the August
door lock, and it honestly, So I think it does do both Google and Amazon. I know for sure it does Amazon.
It does both. I have the same one.
Okay.
Right. So it's one thing I like about it is that for those who, a lot of people say everything is hackable. I understand it's all hackable, but you can't tell from the outside door.
From the outside.
Correct. And that's the thing I like the most about it. They do come with their own camera system. They come with everything. But the main thing I loved about it was that my kids, I can let's say you wanted to come and visit me for a day and I'm at work. I can send you the app and I give you a 1-day code.
Wow.
You can come into my house.
Good, man. I knew that that's one of the locks I'm looking at. But I didn't realize that from the outside it didn't look smart, which is really good to know. That's a good feature, because you don't want to, broadcast to the world I got a smart lock. So yeah, that's pretty cool.
Although I just did that now.
Well. Hopefully the people who are watching don't live anywhere near let's say Iowa, where you live, right? Iowa. Don't you? You live in Iowa, don't you?
Yeah. Iowa.
Yeah.
Yo, so for Farrell, did you get it installed or did you install it yourself?
I installed it myself. My wife was bothering me about it for a while.
Wow.
She came home and she took the lock apart, and then
Listen, that's a jump start. That'll jump start anything.
That's a win.
Oh my goodness, that'll jump start anything. That's good. That's good. But yeah, but was it difficult? What was that process like? Putting that door?
Not at all. It works with existing locks. What happens is that you take the inside portion off and it goes on. And from there, like you said, you got temporary keys. I've sent keys to my family members.
Yeah. Nice.
Who opens the door when they open,
because the code is attached to the person.
Exactly. So
that's good.
Opened your front door, so it's not just random. So I love it. I have no complaints about it.
Yeah.
Wow. No, I'm definitely that's next on my list.
That's a must.
That's next on my list to get that, man. That's next on my list. I'm looking in the comments to see what nonsense they're talking about. Does the fridge cook?
We're having
in Montana. I'm letting y'all know that right now. I am not playing in Montana.
Yo, Lenny said, nah, Montana. Oh my goodness. Oh, she said, good job telling the truth. but even as we look to including these smart items in our routines and different things that we got going on. I know, Henry, you had at least one more video here, and the cuteness factor on this joint is like on overload. And I'm gonna apologize for all of you guys who are watching this at home on your TV or whatever, and you got the volume all the way up, and we are setting off your Google Home or your Bixby or your whatever. I apologize, but hey, it is what it is. I'm gonna show this one quick clip of Pocket Henry real quick.
Hey Google, turn on Trey's lamp and set it to teal.
I don't know if you could hear him there at the end, but he said set it to teal. Okay, he said set it to teal, and that mug set to teal. I was like, what?
At any moment, I could walk up the stairs and there's a different color out of one of them kids' rooms.
Look at that. Look at that. It's what Farrell said earlier. Is that that light? I mean, the color of the lights does something for your mood, for you know what I'm saying, especially if you're getting into the different mode, trying to get some work done, or you want to just chill, read a book. The color of the light, you know, it really does have an effect. So, but man, that's so cool, and I love the fact that little man is learning to work with technology that responds to his voice. That is so cool. It's a different world.
Teach them early so they can be responsible with it.
There it is, and that links us back to last week's episode when we talked about you know, all this education technology and different things that go into that realm. Man, I'm looking at our comments. I wanted to open it up for some Q&A. Was there anything, any questions that Google turned on my lights? Any questions that you guys have in the comments that you want us to touch on screen, anything that you guys wanted to touch on? But even while they're doing that, we're going to take a moment right here to kind of go around the digital room. We're going to start with Henry, to just kind of plug your hustle, talk a little bit about what you're doing, and then tell people where they can find you. I know we got your website there in the lower third, graphiceye.com. So, but Henry, talk to the folks a little bit about you, a little more in depth than what you did earlier, but give the folks a little something. And while he's doing that, folks, hit us in the comments with any of your questions about smart stuff, smart items.
Yeah, so Graphic Eye is my LLC. I just rebooted it a couple months ago. I like nothing on site. I just really use it for domain space. Because I'm really busy with a lot of media related stuff, whether it's streaming, whether it's video, web. Like I said earlier, if it's tech, if it's media, you're probably going to see me somewhere in there, because I just enjoy it. It's my life. It's my second life next to my first life, which is my family.
Got it.
So yeah, gotta make it work. I'm on IG. I'm only on Facebook on Friday nights. If you don't know why, come on Friday night. Hit me on IG.
Come on Friday night.
At Henry McEachnie. I'm on IG all day, every day. So
okay, so IG's where you live. All right, now I know what I need to do. I'm gonna send the link on IG. I'm not gonna send the link on Facebook no more. All right, man, that's my dude H. Farrell, talk to the folks. I see your handle is out there, but talk to the folks about, give them a little more in depth about some of the things that you do, some of the services you offer, and how people can follow you, how they can get at you, how they can connect, so we can get, we want to shine a floodlight on what your brand and what it is you do as well.
Like I said earlier, all things music, full-time musician here. You can find me on Farrell Hutchinson Music. .com. I do scoring, I do production, dabbling in video lately because of COVID.
I got you. Yeah.
My band, Nothing But Velvet, we do weddings, we do parties, we do restaurants, we do all types of celebration. But the best place you can find me is definitely on my website or my handle right here on Instagram.
Yo, so can somebody put that website in the comments real quick? Farrell Hutchinson Music. Somebody who actually knows what it is, put it in the comments real quick so we can have that link in the comments for people who want to absolutely follow up with you to go see some of the stuff that you do. I love the name, man. Nothing But Velvet. Nothing But Velvet. Sound like you might need somebody like Henry to do the voice. No, I'm just joking.
Babysitter.
For real with that mic,
voiceover,
right?
That voice is sick. Oh my goodness. So Natalia Thoms. Natalia, talk to the folks a little bit about you. Look, you won an award recently, so take a second to talk about that. We want to give you your virtual applause here.
Tell them.
But talk to us about the Thoms group and some of the things that you guys are doing. And how people can follow you, how they can find you in these spaces, and how they can come see your fridge. No, just joking.
Okay.
In Iowa.
Well, we are not going to have my door open because, yes, I am somewhere in some country. But the Thoms Group is affiliated with the Pearson Smith Real Estate company here in the DMV area. For those who does not know who the DMV is, it is DC, Maryland, and Virginia.
Right.
I am a real estate agent. I open and close doors, but the most of all, I get to look at everybody's house and tell you how nice or ugly it is.
Come on. Yeah.
And I mean, you guys can hit me up anytime. It doesn't matter where you live, though, honestly. You can find me anywhere in the world. If you're looking to buy or sell a house, I can find you a realtor anywhere in the world, literally.
Good. That's good to know. And I might need to connect, just offline a little bit, but yeah. That's good to know. What was the award? Yeah, I don't know how or why you excluded that.
I tried my best. I'm not.
No, we don't do humble. Come on.
Not them. Okay. All
Let's
right.
get it.
So I basically, every year we try to add up to hit a certain amount of sales per year. And this year I made it up to $10 million worth of sales. So
this is where you
awesome.
This is where we clap.
Yeah.
That's what's up. 10 mil. Sheesh. Nobody's asking what the commission is.
Yeah, my goal
we're just
was
gonna
25.
Oof.
No.
Your
really,
goal was 25 mil? Oh my lord.
My goal is 25 mil.
I need to get into
goal,
a different business.
Yeah,
Anybody want to help support this goal? I appreciate it.
I need to get into a different business.
Guys, I need to quit.
We have one question from the comments, other than some really cool comments. So one person says, do you have cameras on the outside of the home? Do you have cameras on the outside of the home?
Mm-hmm.
And the answer is an absolute yes. In fact, for me personally, this is just a personal thing. I don't have any cameras on the inside of the home. I have different monitors and different things like that, but that are not connected to Wi-Fi. They're just internal, kind of like a short, a radio, if you will, but nothing inside the home in terms of cameras. That's just me personally. That's just just the way I'm built. I got a little bit of what would you say about Lenny? you got to be scared about some of this stuff.
Got to be.
But yeah, so I have my cameras on the outside of the home. There's another question here, and I think this one was directly for you, Carl, because they're talking about the smart fridges, and it was saying, she's saying.
So y'all gonna.
Come on, talk to us. These are the questions. Smart fridge. Some people are saying that they have.
The thing about this fridge.
Come on.
It's the fridge is awesome to have. It's nice to have. It's okay. Somebody asked me price range. So when I first looked at this fridge, 6 years ago, the fridge was costing about $11,000.
Mm-hmm.
The fridge today, when I looked it up today, costs about $3,500.
Okay.
I mean, be honest with you, as a real estate agent, I do get hookups, and I'm not paying that price.
Exactly. So. But how long have you had the fridge? I mean, you said it's at least 6 years old. We've had the fridge
now for 2 years.
Okay, and the real world use of it, it cools your food.
You will use it. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
It does. I mean, but I think as my husband mentioned in the chat, it's like when we have people in and out of our house all the time, and somebody will leave our refrigerator door open, and we're like, hey. Y'all got my fridge door open. Shut it. And they're like, how y'all know that?
Don't worry about it. We know.
Listen. You saying that? I have. You saying that? I've experienced that, and I have no way of nothing notifying me that it's open. I have come downstairs and see the fridge open. I'm like, hey, what's going on? It's not air conditioning.
But now you can actually see it before coming down the stairs.
That's what's up. Yeah, I listen, that usability piece of it, I'm with that. I think the crux of that question was, in terms of, is it a reliable fridge? I mean, and over the long haul, over the 2 years you've had it, what are some of the issues you've had? And that's more or less, I think, where the question was coming from. And I think you've answered that.
I haven't had any issues.
Okay.
People that I know have had it have not had any issues. One of the things that I did take out on it was insurance on it for the digital part of it.
Yes.
I am not a digital person. My husband is 90% busy all the time, so
right. I've experienced that. Yeah, that's so you got that plan on it, and I listen. I'll be honest with you. I really believe in those plans. Yeah. I don't care if you're techie or not.
Yeah.
I believe in those plans. If you're going to make the investment to purchase something that is smart, you want to make sure that that thing is covered, because you don't want it to just die and then, because you're spending more than you normally would to have that item. So I agree with that. I agree with making that investment, you know, having that plan or insurance or whatever you want to call it on those items. Let me see this one last comment from Farrell. He says, my concern with smart appliances is long-term repairs or lack of parts. Some of these vendors, aka Samsung and LG, do a bad job of supplying parts down the road. And listen, call them out.
It's true.
Call them out. Some of them do. You're right.
Okay, so let me say something real quick though, because yes, you're correct. They suck. But the one thing I tell everybody, get a home warranty. And there's this home warranty called hello.com. It's hello super. Yes, hello. H-E-L-L-O.
Just like that.
Get that warranty. Just like that. Hello.com.
Listen.
Or you might be. It should be hello.com.
100 thousands of communities. Expressy.
Nope. It might be super. Is it super.com? Edwin? I think it's super.com. No, it's hello.com.
I'm looking at hello.com. But either way, we're going to have Cara back for our home for another home show, because we need to talk with you a little, because I need that. We're looking at home warranties literally right now. So that's useful. That's very useful. We definitely want to figure out how it all works.
But
I need hello super.
Hellosuper.com.
Hellosuper.com. Thanks, Henry.
There you go. Thank you.
Yeah, no, that home warranty is important. We've got one too, because I mean, you just never know. And with 3 children, that's where all the money is going. So, I mean, God bless you if you got the money to support expensive appliances with no warranty. But yeah, if it's a couple hundred more when you buy it from the store, or you're doing a home warranty, paying it monthly or annually,
right?
That cost is far less,
right,
than what it's going to be to actually fix out of pocket.
Exactly. Listen, we are at 6:21. I'm just looking to see if there's somebody wants Henry's mic. That's not a question. That's not a question we can answer, Robert. That's not a real. That's not talking about smart homes. We can't. Henry, can he have your mic? I don't know.
I mean, when I'm not using it, I'll let you know.
But let me say, I think there's a number of takeaways for all of us here in terms of, wherever you are in your smart home journey, whether you've got nothing at all, or you've got, your entire home is smart, everything is automated. There's so many different things that you can do. One of the things I love that Henry mentioned is IFTTT, and that, because that's a platform that will allow you not only to have your smart items, but to start doing some automations and to have trigger phrases that you can say that will kick off different things. So you have your smart items, there's different levels to this thing. Levels. So you can actually, if you're starting out, you want to integrate some of those smart items into your daily routine. If you already have the smart items, think about doing some routines on them, or start looking into some automation with stuff like IFTTT or IFTTT and other things that that Bixby has built in, or Alexa has built in, or Google Home, or even the HomeKit from Apple. They all have these plugins that you can use to be able to create some of these routines for yourself. And again, it's what it's all about. Isn't necessarily the technology, isn't necessarily just geeking out and having this tech, but it's really about how can we enhance how we're living. How can we take some things off of our plate and allow for technology to do some of that lifting for us, if you will. So I'm hoping that folks' word, let me see, I'm looking at the comments, is going nuts now. I'm hoping that I want to say a word of thanks to all of my guests for this show. Henry, thank you so much. Farrell, thank you so much. And Cara, thank you so much for, again, taking time out of your busy afternoon to come and just share with folks. There's nothing better than just seeing in real time, in real world fashion, what people have and how they're using it. That gives, jumpstarts people's thinking and their minds about what it is I could use some of these items for, and some of the real world effects. Now that thing of looking into the fridge, I know I can use that. That's just that I know I can use
that in my life.
Without a doubt. I can definitely use that. I mean, I can't even. I mean, I could count couple of times in the past 2 weeks where that would have been used. So, just being able to see that piece, and that's why I'm so glad we got those clips in here today. And if you're just joining us, I know some of you, I see some new people in the comments just joining. If you're just joining, you're going to kind of want to, catch the replay or scrub backward on the live stream to catch some of those clips that we shared earlier and some of the explanations and some of the nuggets of wisdom that we heard from our panelists today. But again, I want to just say that word of absolute thanks to the entire panel for, again, coming out this afternoon, this evening, taking some time to share with us some of the things that you are doing with technology. We're gonna close out the show, but stick around for just a second after the show so we can do a little debrief. For all of the How It All Works HIAW family out there, the people who have been following, man, we can't thank you enough for, again, giving us your support. You may have showed up here to see your friend, to see somebody that you know that's on screen, one of the panelists. But I want you to understand that this is a space that we've created on YouTube for us to be able to tinker, for us to be able to, lift the hood and kick the tires, for us to be able to, peek behind the veil a little bit and see some of the pieces and how they fit together, learn more about some of these careers and these disciplines and these practices and these platforms that we may not have known before, and hear about them from people that are everyday, just like me and you, but they are in this world and they live this stuff. And I'm hoping that somewhere in the course of the show, the light bulb went off, you had an aha moment, and you were able to figure out how it all works. Next week on the show, we will have home studios. We're going to be going over home studios. And home studios, we are actually still filling our list of attendees. I have one other person. I don't want to share their name, but I am looking for one more panelist to be on our home studio episode. And so look out for that next week, next Monday, How It All Works. We're going to season 2, episode 4. We're going to be talking about the home studio setup in our home studio episode. So look out for that next week, next Monday. That is 5:30 Central Standard Time, 6:30 in the East, 3:30 in the West. So look out for that show, and we hope that you can join us for that at that time. I am Kirk Nugent. I like to call myself the Geek Speaker Preacher, and I challenge everyday people to think holistically about their relationship to technology at home for their families and at work for career success. And in this space, How It All Works, that's what we try to do. And I hope that you'll take the journey with us and subscribe. But we'll see you next week or in one of our next videos. Bye.